shooting first half to do what you did in the second?
Yeah, honestly, I just kept telling myself, like, trust the work. Trust the work, man. I'm in the gym. If I get the shot that I know I take majority of the time, I got to keep taking it. So, like I said, just not giving myself too much, just trusting the work that I put in and just understanding, like, when I get my opportunities, I got to stay aggressive.
You know, Coach was talking before the game about the need to kind of come out with that defensive intensity from the get-go, but this one kind of felt like Friday night a little bit in terms of you guys kind of bringing the defense in the third and fourth quarters.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, well, one of the biggest things that we said was that we don't want to be a second half team. So the energy that we've been bringing in the second half, we want to bring for 40 minutes. So just understanding that we got to come out and be aggressive and punch people first, not punch people in the third, because we all know that can come back later on in the season and bite you in the behind. So we want to make sure that we're being aggressive for the whole 40 minutes. What up? Appreciate it.
Both these wins, you guys have had 27 assists on your big basket, limiting the opponents to 15 assists in both games. Just on the offensive end, talk about just like how the ball movement has been, already kind of in mid-season form for y'all, but also being able to limit those opportunities for the other team on defense.
Yeah, I mean, we understand that we're a great team when we got the ball moving. Getting it going, and like I said, just taking the right shots. We trust everybody. We know that everybody can score. So I think that's one of the biggest things for our team, just trusting one another and making sure, like, if you open, you got to take that shot. And we trust that whoever is taking that shot is going to knock that shot down.
And then also just how helpful is it to have Land back in the lineup? I know you guys had chemistry building for years and years now, but just, she had a great game. How great was it to play with her again?
Oh, man, Land is a huge part in what it is that we do. So having Land out there on the floor, a crazy big spacer, like you said, knocking down threes. So she's a huge part of, again, what it is that we're trying to do.
Hey, Courtney, first of all, congratulations on the win.
Appreciate it.
Wanted to ask you just how were you able to adjust in the third quarter? Because you guys really looked like you put the clamps down defensively in that third quarter, which really accelerated you guys on offense and be able to score and get buckets and be able to space the floor.
Yeah, I mean, Cheryl always come in at halftime and let us know. Let us know that we need to pick it up. But like I said, we don't want to be a second half team. So obviously, we got to make sure that we come out and, like I said, punch people first, so we don't start feeling like, hey, let's turn it up in the second half. Like, we want to win a ring, so that comes with playing the whole 40 minutes the way we play the third and the fourth.
Hey, Courtney, it's Zoe from The Ringer. When you guys are healthy, you guys are going to be the only team that's bringing back the starting lineup from last year. We saw a lot of player movement around the league. I'm curious if you have seen early on this season, like, that continuity be able to, like, be helpful for you guys.
I mean, it don't just happen, right? Like, you still have to rebuild. So I think we understand that. Like, I think it's more enjoyable when you enjoy the process. Right, so like you don't just come back and it's just like, oh, we clicking all over again. You gotta build brick by brick, and that's what it is that we doing. So, I mean, obviously we lucky because we don't gotta start completely over, but at the same time, we not coming into it like, oh, this is just gonna click right away. We understand that we gotta go through all the process to get back to that level. Go ahead, rock out.
Just off of that, I'm curious if there's anything that you've noticed with this team that is noticeably different than last year.
I mean, we got Jess, right? We got Carly. So that's noticeably different, you feel me? So just adding on some great pieces, man. Obviously, people coming back and, I mean, even Peely, right? We didn't get to see much of her, but, man, her growth, she going to be a big part of what it is that we do, right? So I think, like I said, nothing is ever going to be completely the same, but I think just welcoming that because, again, like, we don't want it to be completely the same because we ain't win. You feel me? So we want to win, so it got to be different. For sure.
Right here. You speak about differences. Have you seen any difference between how Fee has played before Unrivaled and then after Unrivaled? Because she said pregame, she's gotten a lot better really fast.
Yeah. I mean, I think anytime you can work on your game during the offseason, and honestly, that's what Unrivaled was, being able to come in with people that's player like DJ, I mean, he was huge. I mean, even for my development during the off season. So, and I was in the gym with Fee, seeing her work on her game every day. So, it's just a difference when you got to go overseas and just play, versus being able to get in an environment where you can actually work on your game. And I think that's what you've seen, for sure.
Good win, Courtney.
Appreciate
Shout out to
that.
Pops.
Come on now.
Yeah. So tell me, how are you guys feeling? It looks like you're picking up right where you left off last year in quest of that ring.
I mean, we feel good. Like I said, we understand that it's not gonna come overnight, but we feeling good, man. We done ruined 2 people home openers, so hopefully we won't get ours ruined. You feel me? We trying to lock in.
I'll go ahead real quick. Congrats on the win. Alanna, good to see you. First, I want to ask you, how's your leg holding up after your first game back?
Yeah, tip top. Nothing else to report.
All right, sounds good. Second, I want to ask both of you, how do you kind of have that difference between all right, well, you're trying to get back to where you got last year and then finish a job versus taking it just one game at a time and not thinking too far in advance?
I think we're focusing this year on the journey. We're not focusing on the outcome that we had last year. I think we're aware that we have the potential to be a championship team, but it's about the games and the steps to get there. And we often talk about how we played last year and the games that we played last year and how hard it was. And I don't think we had many blowout games last year. So it's about getting those games in regular season done and winning those games before even thinking about the end.
Believe it.